2012 2016 Chevy Cruze water pump replacement. It is the same procedure for the Chevy trucks, for any GM 1.4 for that matter. Let's start by removing the airbox. Let's unplug the master sensor. The wiring harness off the airbox. There you go, it's out. You slide in there, that channel. You just take it out, tear it out the way. Let's take the airbox out, but before we do that, let's remove the 7mm here. Okay, let's take this one off. Good. I'm going to take that one off too because I need to replace the thermostat housing. It's pretty much all one piece. We're gonna do it that way instead. There you go. Let's pop the airbox out like this. And it's out. Now we need to put the engine on the stand pretty much. So you can remove the motor mount. It will look something like this. We're going to put it underneath the engine oil pan and have this piece of wood so you don't put a hole in the pan. It's right on the engine oil pan, right? So I will be removing the engine oil motor mount so it doesn't drop on the ground. You'll need that when you remove the motor mount. So now let's remove the motor mount. It is about 6 15mm bolt. Let's take them off. There you go. The engine dropped a little bit. And I took it off. There you go. Here is the motor mount. Now you can remove those 350mm for the bracket. As you guys can see, you see we're putting dripping from the thermostat and the water pump. I'll be replacing both, by the way. So let's do that. So let's remove the water pump. Let's remove the motor mount bracket. Bolt number 1. Bolt number 2, and there is not the bottom. We need to remove them. Here is the motor mount bracket. So now we need to remove the belt off. To do that, we need to relieve the pressure of the belt with conditioner. I think that's the E15. Yep, it's the E14. I meant to say E14, not E14. You take the pressure off, you turn it clockwise, and you see, relieve this, take the slack off the belt. Okay, so we need to remove the belt. You can leave the belt on the side like this. So now let's remove those bolts here that hold the water pump pulley. Those are a bunch of E12. By the way, I'll post the link for those tools and parts in the comment section below. Okay, to do this with a ratchet, electric ratchet like this, you need to hold the water pump pulley in place so that it keeps spinning. You see, that's what you keep doing. So I have to hold it. Alright, cut them off. Alright, the pulley's off. Now that's your water pump here. That's your water pump. It has about 8 E10 bolt in the E8. I can't remember. You need to remove all of them to take the water pump out. That's the new water pump. I'll be using the same bolt, but those bolts are different lengths, so I need to make sure I put them at the right spot as I'm removing it. As I'm removing, I'm gonna put it there, okay, so that I don't miss a spot or mess something up. Okay, so let's do this. So I just removed the connector for the coolant tip sensor. I got it out. So we need to remove this C-clip here. You don't have to remove it all the way, you just need to pull it a little bit, and so you can take that hose off. Okay, do something like this. Keep pulling it, and the hose will be able to come out. Alright, and we pull it out. Pull it a little bit more. By the way, I would recommend you take that hose off. That's a PCV hose that goes to the turbocharger. To remove it, I'll insert a peak on each side here to disengage it from this. You disengage it with a peak that like this, 90-degree angle, and you pull it out. So I got it off, and let's try to wiggle this thing out right now. It should come out a little bit. There you go. It's out. So now let's remove the water pump bolt. Bolt number 1. I'll transfer it to the water pump. Okay. Like this. Bolt number 2. You see how that one's a lot shorter? You see how short that one is? It goes in here. Here is one more thing I forgot to mention, by the way. You need to remove that hose snip here. Move it back so you can pop that hose off, because it goes straight to the water pump, as you guys can see. You need to move it all the way back so you can pop the hose off. As you guys can see, I move it all the way back with my plier so I can twist that hose from the water pump and pop it out. So now let's remove, there was a hose here down there. This one here, you need to disengage the clip, push it further down so you can pop the hose off of it. As you guys can see, I pop the hose off with this, push it down, there you go. So now the water pump is pretty much ready to come out. Screwdriver like this. There you go, it's pretty much out, so I need to take that hose off. There it is. I can already transfer all the bolt in there. There is the old one. Yeah, that's the new one. I'll be putting the thermostat in it, the black piece here. They're two separate part number, by the way. I'll be replacing both. Alright. There it is. I transferred the bolt in there and the new thermostat housing. And you know that one. I need to clean the housing a little bit, keep the old gasket off. Here is your new gasket. I'll be cleaning it off. There it is. I take the old gasket off using a reserve blade like this and go around it, the sealing surfaces like this. I got most of them on, so I'll be cleaning it up with brake cleaner. As you guys can see, it's pretty much better already. So let's put the new water pump on. There it is with the water pump event. I'm going to run the bolt down a little bit with my electric ratchet and torque it down when I'm done. Okay. So let's put this hose in. Okay, we need to push the clamp all the way in, by the way. I already have that clamp in, up. Alright, if you put some tension on it, it will come out. And by the way, all I use for the clamps are the two pliers like this. You need those pliers like this to take that one in and out. And this one is for that one here. That hose clamp here. Okay? You put some pressure on it. So all the bolts are top to spec, by the way, and I put the clamp on the hose like this, and I'm going to pop it in place just like that. Good. Let's put the pulley tip sensor in. Good. And this PCV hose for the turbocharger, let's pop it in place. All right. Like that, pop it in place. Good. Let's plug out the cam sensor. There it is. Now we need to put the water pump pulley on. So now that I have the water pump in, the pulley's on, all the hose snip are in place. Let's put the belt on now. Okay. By the way, I forgot to mention it. You guys should take a picture of the rotation of the belt, right? The wilding, so guys remember where it goes in. I remember because I've done this quite a few times, so you need to take a picture of it. If anything, stop the video, screenshot that part of the video so you can remember the wilding of it. Okay, so let's put the belt on the water pump. Okay, the belt is in, So we're gonna put the motor mount back in and fill the system up and bleed it. So the motor mount bracket is on. I use my Milwaukee ratchet to get it in. So I'll be put the motor mount in here, right? And there it is. Just on it now. So got the airbox in. Let's plug the master flow sensor. Before you do that, let's put it in this clip here. There you go. We're gonna put the air hose in there. There it is. It goes down there and goes down the end, goes to the airbox. Now, for the bleeding system, there is two ways you can go about it. Either you bleed it with you pressure bleed it, right, or vacuum bleed it, however you wanna call it, or you bleed it the normal way, where you just fill it up and let it run for like 10-15 minutes, and with the cap off, with the heat full, with the heat and the cabin on the hot setting, put it to full hot, right, and you let the car run and it will bleed itself. You will observe the air bubble coming out. Make sure that your reservoir is full. When you do that, pay attention to the temperature and the gauge in the reservoir so it doesn't go completely empty. Well, I'm just gonna vacuum bleed it. I don't expect the normal guy to have a tool like that. It makes things so much easier. So I'm just gonna go that way, so I can get this car out of here. And I'll post a link on how to bleed the cooling system, a link in the comment section. You can follow that direction on how to bleed. It's no different than that one. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.